Get that beat going today. What's up, folks? What's up? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. That's the acronym. It means helping everyone reach optimism. I'm your host. I'm Sacred Wrights, and I'm a motivational speaker. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. So, where I feel like I got so many things to say today. I got so many things to say, but I'm gonna try to roll with it. First of all, a note to you. I'm wearing the headphones today. I noticed that I've worn them recently just by happenstance because I would still have them on for my morning run. Yes, I did my morning run before I sat down to do this show today. And I thought, let me try them. So let me know if you don't hear me or if anything sounds funny, let me know in the chat. All right. So that said, shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me to be the only person that I know of, who has had a stroke recently and is still pushing forward in spite of everything and still doing the show. And if you believe, if you, if if you can't tell that I'm for see now I made it obvious. I could tell. Uh, if you can't tell that I am pushing forward despite my my discrepancies, then I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. And if you can tell, it's all good. It's all good. I am doing. I'm doing. I'm not trying. I'm doing. All right. So let's get into it because there's a couple things I want to talk about today. First of all, I got some people who commented yesterday. I read the comments after the show. Just to be clear, I do read your comments after the show ends. So if you want to type something in, you think I need to get to it later, type it in the chat and I'll read it later. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me do the dice roll challenge quickly. I did I did move on my six. I did move on my six. I moved $6 to my until oh man, I can't remember the name of that app. What's the name of that app? What's the name of that? Prize pool. Prize pool. For those of you who are still interested, they're making money, they're giving away money, get involved. So I moved $6 from my regular check to my prize pool yesterday. All right. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Dice man coming. Dice man coming. Dice man coming. Three. See, I knew it. I knew I broke the three. I broke the $6 curve. I knew I broke the $6 curve. Yeah, there you go. Because today, three. Three. So nice easy day. Just move your money from your basic place where you keep it into a place that's harder to get to. Place is hard to get to. And I'm here to tell you that it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Uh, and quickly, and when you put it away first, when you make it the first thing you do, it gets easier because it gets easier to forget. It gets easier to forget. It's easier to forget that you put that money away and just focus on the money that you have. And don't think about that money you put away as some kind of recording or something. Oh, let me check. Let me check sure, make sure that my audio is okay. Okay, cool. Audio is cool. All right. So, all right. So let's see. Uh, Good morning, Reverend Mel. Happy Wednesday, hero. Thank you, Gladys, for giving me tips. Give me tips. I appreciate you. Yeah. Okay. Tim says he can hear me. All right. Cool. All right. Um. All right. You sound crispier without the headphones. Oh, without the headphones. Oh. All right. So I'll take them off. I'll take them off. B is doing a show
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Okay. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. First of all, let's talk about brunch yesterday, shall we? Let's talk about brunch yesterday, shall we? So I told y'all, I told y'all that, that I mess up on the show, but I don't tell you about how I mess up frequently. So let me tell you a story. So he came by, like let's go out for brunch. So it's a nice day here in Baltimore, beautiful day yesterday, and so we went downtown to this area where there's this hotel with history. It's got history for me because it's a hotel that was rented out by Nissan. Oh, in case for those of you that don't know this, what I do often is I write about cars. Yes, I write about cars. So if you're looking to read about the latest car that came out, you might find my article. You might find my article. Like Sekou says, the new Nissan Inspire, I just made up that name, Inspire, inspires you to go further, something like that. Right? Anyway, so I had these great experiences that are related to cars. So Nissan invited me to this hotel, and it was an epic hotel. It was an epic hotel, and so Fee and I were driving, we looking around. She's like, "Well, let me know when you see something you like." And I see that hotel. I'm like, "That hotel, that hotel." So number one, it's helping me remember things, right? Help me remember things because still my memory is still a little bit shaky on some days, and so I'm remembering things. I'm like, hey, don't you have a room where there's a cannon underneath the floorboards? Yes, they have a cannon that they found in the harbor underneath the floorboards. Very cool. So she showed us that and showed us some other things, and yeah, it was cool. It was a cool experience. Now I'm getting into it, right? I'm getting into it. I'm remembering. Yeah, we stayed over there. My room was over there. I'm thinking. I'm remembering. I'm remembering. Anyway, I started ordering food. Right now, Fee tried to get me. She tried to get me. She's like, you were just saying on your show that you need some help sometimes. And I was like, yeah, but it's the Pendry, it's the Pendry Hotel though. It's Pendry Hotel, and I was like, all right, so let's just get coffee. That's what I downsized to. I said, let's just get coffee, and we'll chill here, and we'll just go on. We'll just, sit here, enjoy the sights, enjoy the scenery. I'll remember more things, and we'll just enjoy coffee. Right? She's like, well, but I was sad about it though. I was sad about it. I was sad about it. I was like, just coffee, right? And she was like, well, I'll compromise with you. You get an entree, I get a salad, and we'll split it up like that. And I was like, okay, okay. So we ordered the food. We ordered the food. I ordered the crab cakes, the crab cakes. So for those of you that don't know, Baltimore is known for crab cakes. Crab cakes. Oh, it sounded amazing. All right, so they go to get the food and everything. Comes out, little wait a minute, crab cake sandwich, lots of fries, right? Lots of fries. The fries looking good. I didn't realize that this sandwich would come with so many fries. But anyway, fries looking good. She's got her salad, and we splitting everything. And I'm starting to feel bad. I'm starting to feel bad because the food was okay, but I made I played myself to the left of the menu. I didn't look at the prices on the right hand side. I looked at the things on the left hand side. I'm like, I want to feel like I own this place. I want to feel like I can board this place. So I just looked at the left hand side, right? But I felt like this food was just, it was okay. It was okay. And her salad was okay. And the coffee it was okay. Mind you, everything about it was lovely. The wait staff was lovely. Everything about the place was lovely, but the food was just all right. Anyway, you ready for this? You ready for this? So soon as we're finishing our meal, right? We got a few fries left, but everything's finished. The crab cake sandwich is gone, or salad's gone, everything's done, right? Then the fire alarm goes off. The fire alarm goes off. So I'm looking around, looking to see what they're saying. They're like, no, it's all right. I was like, all right, so we're good. And then someone else comes along and says, sorry, we're going to have to ask you to step outside because this is a real threat. And I'm like, what? And I look at the food and it's all done. It's all done. Everything's finished. And I'm walking out, walking out this hotel, and I'm thinking, oh man, we could just keep walking. We could just keep walking. I was thinking, and I was trying not thinking. I was like, say cool. Don't think like that. Don't think like that. But we come outside, and I was trying to still not think it, right? And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna sit down close to the hotel, right, to keep me close. So I go and I sit down at these front seats, right? And I was like, I'm just gonna sit here, sit still. And Fee was looking for a restroom, and she was like, all right, I found some place to go to. I'm gonna go over there. You gonna stay or you gonna go? And I was thinking like, if I go, I'm gonna want to leave. I'm gonna want to leave because, well, we'll wait to get to because. So she goes across the street, right? And I'm sitting there, minding my business, and then the people came and moved us again. The people who worked at the restaurant came moved us again because a fire truck came. Oh, I got a photo. Let me show you. Look at this. An actual fire truck. Right? And at this point, I'm right by the car. And I'm like, oh, I just want to go. And we didn't go, obviously. What happened is when Fee came back, I was like, I tried to sneak up on her. I said, hey Fee, it's cold out here. And they got the fire truck here. Let's go sit in the car for warmth. Right? And that was true because it was cold and we didn't have our coats, right? But she was like, well, we gotta finish paying first. And so she found our waitress, and I was like, right? So I was thinking, yo, we gotta. I could just edge out off of this. Like, look at this thing, a full fire truck at the hotel. Everybody's outside. So anyway, while we're meeting with her, the waitress can't figure it out. And I was like, let's just go. Let's go. And anyway, so to make a long story short, I'm making a long story long. Basically, while we're talking to the waitress, she says they say, okay, we can let people back in now, and we can walk across straight to the fire hydrant, to the fire truck, and go back inside. And I'm like, man, I didn't say anything until we sitting down, and then I was like, wait a minute, let me get my space my spatial effects. I was like, we could have left. And she was like, I was thinking about it. This is Fee King now. She's like, I was thinking about it, but it's too much stuff. It's too much drama. It's too much of what's that word? Karma. You know, when basically the unevening of the scales. The unevening of the scales. Like I know, and to have left her without anything would have just been cruel. And I was like, yeah, I know, but it was right at time to leave. And this is what I discovered. This is what I discovered while thinking about this, because I thought about it all day. Because we end up. Oh, well, let me just say this: when the bill came, because now we're back inside, we're eating our food, and we're finishing our snacks, right? And the bill came. The bill came. I was like, what? The bill is what? I was like, oh my goodness, we should have left. We should have left. We should have left because for that what that just described to you, it wasn't worth that. It wasn't worth that much, right? I tell you, well, I would tell you how much it is, but you'll get caught up in thinking like, oh, that's not that much money. I don't want to get into that. It was too much for what we had, and too much for it to be a half step, right? So, so I'm gonna tell you that bill got me, boy. It got me, and I was like, oh, all right, we gonna let it go. But but when as I've been thinking about it, I realized that I didn't want to stay. I wanted to leave. I want to leave the hotel because I felt bad. I felt bad. I felt bad that I let myself be tricked and bamboozled into spending more money. I tricked and bamboozled by me. That I could have I could have just gone with the original idea. Well, the semi original idea of yeah, let's just have coffee. Let's just have coffee and enjoy the moment, enjoy the scenery, enjoy all the memories that will come back to me, and let it go and go eat someplace else. But dealing with that bill and dealing with the almost getaway, it it reminded me that I've got to be your hero, my hero too, but your hero too, because I've got to choose better thoughts. Well, no, choose better things to do with my thoughts. Because going in there for coffee would have been cool. Keep it going, right, and keep it small. Keep it small, and just keeping it easy breezy, but making it big. Big check was not good. So anyway, I discovered that and as a result of that, we went and we ordered ordered. I'm laughing at myself. Sorry. We ordered groceries. We ordered groceries. Now, mind you, we ordered the groceries because we didn't go get the groceries, but we ordered the groceries so they could come directly to the house. I know, that's a bit much, but give us that. Give us that. But we ordered food from coming home from the Pendry Hotel. From the Pendry Hotel. So we would have this have these groceries set up. Have these groceries set up. And now I will stay true to myself. I will stay true to the kitchen. I will stay true to the kitchen. And if there's some nice place to go out somewhere, it's gonna be coffee. 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 Just something nice and easy. But remember that here is where the business is because for so many reasons, right? But you've got to okay, let me say it this way. You've got to spend the money when you know that you have the money to spend. You've got to spend the money when you know you have the money to spend, right? Because I knew that I ain't really had the money to spend. I had money to spend, right? And I spent it because I had it, but I didn't have it. I didn't have it because I've got debt to pay for. I've got debt on my ledger that I need to pay for. All right. And that's not saying that I need to live a poor, health, unhealthy life, but I need to be aware of the 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 fines, the things that I have to pay to get out, to get out. So I need to be on the coffee level. And that's it. And that's it. Okay, so I hope I hope that I hope that got to you. Yeah, yeah, Fatima, it was, man, when they, how when you're estimating the amount and you're like, oh, it's probably about, it's probably about $50, you know. And then you're like, right? I was like, oh, that's it. That's it. Never again. Never again. Never again. All right. So, Fatima, thanks for reaching out because oh, wait, one more thing before I move on, before I put on to Fatima. So, I just want to show you one thing. Then, wait a minute. And this came up. This was us paying because if you've been watching the show, you know that we got a whole love affair of $5 bills because Reverend Melissa taught us about $5 bills and how she keeps the $5 bills and saves them to save them for saving up for her money for her what's it called, emergency fund. Like $5. I was like, no, I gotta find some money, find a 10 or something. Couldn't find it. $10. Anyway, so that was yet another kick to the posterior because I needed that, boy. I needed that. So anyway, let me get back to Fatima West now. So I'm moving on. That's the end of that story. That's the end of that. So I got a couple of comments yesterday. So let me get to that. Let me get to the hero news. So Fatima said that she has been using Cash App, the investing side. So yay. Shout out to Fatima for using the investing side of Cash App. Also, Ron asked how to set up Cash App. Okay, so how much time do I got? All right, I got a little bit of time. So basically, what you want to do is you want to get the Cash App, right? And then, all right, then here you go. This is it, right? All right, $0 balance, and then in the bottom left-hand corner, there's the money, right? And that's what you want to hit. $12 for me. That's what you want to hit. You want to hit that button. And then once you get there, you can choose between Bitcoin and investing. Now you got to be able to tap it because it doesn't tell you to tap it. But you tap investing. And then you'll get stuff like you get stuff. And then there's these little tokens for stock. And so what I have been suggesting to people is buy stocks that do not have dividend payout on Cash App, because I've deeply suggested it on other means, but on Cash App, see, they don't give you they give you the Cash App, the dividend. So if I had like Apple, right? If I had Apple, the money would kick out like directly to me as if someone made me a payment, if someone sent me some money, which was great in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, it was great in the beginning. I was like, what? Cash App paid me some money? What? Right? So it's very exciting. But then I realized that I'm creating taxable events, right? And and once it comes out, you can't put the money back in because on Cash App, it's just out in the payment portion of the side portion, the payment portion side of the app, right? So all the stocks I have on Cash App are stocks that do not, do not pay a dividend. So these are growth companies. Growth companies. So these are companies that, well, no, they're not really that aren't really growth companies, but they are companies that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they are growth companies. Sorry, they are growth companies because they don't give out a dividend, right? So you're just betting on them to do what it is that they say they're going to do. And so, real quick, I'll just go through the list. FANG is the acronym. FANG is the acronym. FANG is the acronym. So FANG. FANG. Now there are people that spell it FAANG, but I don't spell it that way because people that spell it that way are counting the second A as Apple. But I just told you, Apple pays dividends, so I don't want it in my Cash App. I only want assets in my Cash App that will rise without any use of dividends. All right. So I hope that's it. I hope that's it. I hope you got this wrong, but that's basically it. You just you want to have something that you can look at, right? When you got $12 as I do right now, you want to have that, but be able to click over to following and be like, oh, but I'm chilling though. I'm chilling though. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. And reminder, I started with $1. $1. I don't even remember what it was. But I started with $1 and I just kept on doing more because I saw that the money was growing. The money was growing. So ignore this part, the chart. Ignore the chart and look at how much money is being made in the dividends portion of the side. Wait a minute. Dividends portion of the side. But wait. These, a minute. I'm just checking. Yeah. Okay. So gains on total percentage gains. Yeah. So even with these, you'll see it rise. Even with these ones that are part of my portfolio that are not paying out dividends. All right. You need it. All right. So I had another story I wanted to tell, but I wasted all my time telling the story about the brunch. Man, that brunch. That brunch. All right. So I will tell tomorrow's story today. Oh, tomorrow's story tomorrow. Today's story tomorrow. All right. I'll tell today's story tomorrow. All right. So I'll see you mañana. I got to close out real quick because I'm out of time. All right. See you later. Deuces.